If you're divorced at 45 years old, 50 years old, I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of things that have changed with girls in the last 20 years. And now, if you're back out dating in 2026, there's some things that you have to understand that are different than the last time you were probably dating. The first thing, and I think the biggest thing, is that the social media and the girls' smartphones have changed dating completely. Now, girls have so much access to potential guys that they want to date. So when you meet a girl, she probably has 10, 15, 20 guys already DMing her in her Instagram, on her Facebook, on Twitter, all those social media sites where guys now DM girls, and you have, and like I said, that's kind of who you're competing with. And so when you meet a girl, that's another thing. When you meet a girl 20 years ago, you would always wait like 3 days to kind of like make her miss you or to make her think that you're busy, things like that. Now, when you meet a girl, you have to text her within an hour of meeting her because, again, social media and the smartphone also, when you meet her again, you're competing with 20 other guys. One of those guys probably plays for the Suns, the other guy that plays for the Cardinals, another guy is a famous rapper here in town, whatever. So you have to text her immediately so that she doesn't forget you because she has so much inbound on her social media. That is completely different than it used to be. So if you're back out there and dating, just remember that that's who you're competing with. Another thing, a more positive thing, I think, anyway, is that when you're going out with girls these days, it's much easier, kind of like to hook up or whatever, because there's that what they call the hookup culture now, and that really is a thing. You don't have to take a girl out for 3 dates or whatever, like to hook up. Now girls will hook up with you just as almost as easy as they'll kiss you, whatever. That's completely different than it used to be back when you were probably single. There was a lot more investment, I guess, than there is now, and that is true. And and we might be talking about the different ages of girls also, because the younger girls. When I say younger, I mean like probably 30 years old, 25 years old, 35 years old. Those are the girls who are more casual about like hooking up and stuff like that. But still, even like 45-year-old girls, they're the same thing. They're all still kind of, casual, or more casual than they were back in the mid or early 2000s anyway. I've been dating my whole life. I've been single my whole life. And so I've seen the changes over the years, and it's pretty interesting. And in that way. And then finally, I'll just say, like, one of the things that you'll notice now when you meet girls, one of the more logical things when you're out dating again after you've been married for a long time is you'll probably go online. You'll probably do some online dating. Well, just be careful, because online dating now in 2026, especially, you'll have some fake profiles. They're like AI generated. So just remember, when you're on Instagram, Twitter, dating sites, things like that, some of those girls that you see that are really good looking, they're not real. They're AI generated girls. And so that's something to be aware of. Not a whole ton of them, obviously, but just be careful that in this world of AI, who you're looking at may not even be a real girl. Similarly to that, and this is more popular than the AI stuff, but a lot of girls will join dating sites just to use that as a lead magnet to their OnlyFans. And so be careful if you meet some girl who is kind of like too good to be true. And obviously, if she asks you to go over to her OnlyFans, that's gonna be, obviously the red flag. So just remember, a lot of these girls are on online dating not to meet guys, but to generate leads for their OnlyFans subscriptions and things like that. So just remember that when you're out dating again. Anyways, if you're recently divorced, like I said, in your 40s or 50s, girls have changed, and those are three things that have definitely changed in the last, 20 years, 25 years. If you like the video, please like the video, and also please subscribe to the channel. Thanks.